GMMTV is heading to Los Angeles this November, but not for a fan meeting. The company will present 3 series at the American Film Market, AFM 2025, Scarlet Heart Thailand, Enigma Black Stage, and Woo. It's a major industry event where studios and streamers buy and sell rights for global distribution. But what caught fans off guard isn't where GMMTV is going. It's what they're bringing. None of these shows are queer, not a single one. That one detail has reignited a familiar debate. Is GMMTV sidelining the very audience that made it famous? Among the 3, Scarlet Heart Thailand has quickly become the symbol of this entire debate. To understand why this hit a nerve, it helps to know what Scarlet Heart Thailand actually is. The series is a remake of the Chinese time travel novel Bu Bu Jing Xin by Tong Hua, a story that's already seen multiple adaptations across Asia, including the Korean version, Moon Lovers, Scarlet Heart Ryo. This Thai remake follows a modern hairstylist who drowns and wakes up 3 centuries in the past, inside the body of a sickly princess, trapped in royal intrigue and a doomed love triangle. It's GMMTV's most expensive project since F4 Thailand, Boys Over Flowers, featuring an ensemble cast led by Win Medawin, Nanon Korapat, and Tu Tontawan. Alongside it, the company will also showcase Enigma Black Stage, a supernatural thriller and follow-up to Enigma, already released internationally, and Woo, a new fantasy bromance still in pre-production. On paper, this lineup highlights GMMTV's range, from historical epic to psychological horror. But online, that diversity wasn't what people were talking about. As soon as the AFM lineup was announced, fans on X, Twitter, called it a slap in the face. One of the most shared comments read, "They use the money from queer shows to fund straight dramas." Others pointed out that while GMMTV's BL series, like A Tale of Thousand Stars or The Eclipse, usually run around 12 episodes, Scarlet Heart Thailand is getting 18, plus a massive production budget. Some accused the company of sidelining queer stories once it's time to step onto an international stage, saying it reinforces the idea that BL and GL actors aren't real performers. It's a familiar frustration. The moment queer media breaks barriers, it's treated as a phase instead of a foundation. A few even called the decision homophobic, arguing that the company owes its global fame to the same audience it now seems to be overlooking. But not everyone agreed. Others pushed back, saying AFM is about business, not representation. They argued that mainstream romance and fantasy dramas are easier to sell across markets, and that actors also need room to take on non-BL roles. Part of why this struck such a nerve is because it isn't just about one event, it's about a pattern. BL built GMMTV's global name. Series like Together, Bad Buddy, and My School President didn't just trend, they reshaped how Thai entertainment was seen abroad. Yet, when the company steps onto a global industry stage, it's the straight titles that take the spotlight. Some argue that's simply how the market works. AFM is a business fair, not a fan convention, and queer content, especially romantic dramas, can be harder to sell across conservative regions. But that logic also reveals an uncomfortable truth. Queer visibility is often celebrated when it's profitable, and quietly sidelined when prestige or international perception is on the line. Ironically, even Thai.film's official listings for GMMTV's AFM showcase highlight the company's global success with BL hits like Together, A Tale of Thousand Stars, Bad Buddy, and My School President, yet none of the titles they're actually presenting are queer. And that contrast stands out even more when other Thai studios, like Mono Streaming and Idol Factory, are presenting BL and GL projects at the same event. Maybe this lineup really is about strategy, or maybe it's a reminder of how fragile queer soft power still is in global media. Maybe this isn't really about one company or one lineup. Maybe it's about what happens when queer storytelling grows too powerful to ignore, and too inconvenient to spotlight. AFM is a space built on market logic, but visibility is its own kind of currency, and the choice of what gets shown and what doesn't always says more than a press release. So what do you think? Is this just smart strategy, or another quiet reminder of who still gets to define mainstream? If this breakdown gave you something to think about, Consider subscribing for more deep dives into how BL shapes global media. I hope this pause in the chaos made you think. Until next time, this is GPkP.